2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. You take a look at the Heat. There's been a lot of discussion about them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first time. You know a guy who's really improved, especially on the rebound?
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Heat were really in a class of their own last year when it came to offensive firepower and shot an amazing rate.
Yeah, they ended with a 50% shooting mark, which is really just off the charts. I mean, to go that entire season at that clip, impressive.
Love wide open, he fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
The dish to Dang. Here's McRoberts. Here's Bosch. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
And so it's Cleveland with it.
For example, with the Heat, they shot 50% from the floor last year, and the second-place team in that category was the Spurs, less than 49. So incredible shooting for Miami.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game, and it's Dang in the corner. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Shoots. And Waiters kicks to Irving. And here's James outside. And that is good. James has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
You know, just thinking about the Heat, it seemed every shot they took would go in and they wouldn't settle for anything less than a great look at the basket. That's really how you get to shoot over 50% as a team.
Pass to Waiters. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. The drive by James, and he jams it with authority.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Here's Wade following the score by Cleveland to stop the run. Misses at the rim.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Well, the way Wade played early on his career, guys, how aggressively he attacked the rim and sacrificed his body, you knew that kind of play style would not last. And so, Steve, it looks like maybe he's adjusted a bit.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Kevin. He's become more cerebral. He's also, you know, in terms of attacking the rim, doesn't happen as frequently, but he picks his spots.
Here's Cole, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Napier, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Cleveland also making a change. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for LeBron. Irving drives in. And here's Miller outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Heat trail by 5. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Irving. With one on the clock, buried it just in the nick of time.
He sure did, right on cue. Man, was that major drama. He loves those situations, though.
Boy, that was big time. Knew exactly how much time he had left. Squared.
And so that's the end of the first quarter. Offensively, pretty stagnant. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
So difficult to get a shot off against this defense. They are really playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and they pride themselves on making it tough for their opponents.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. They've got Mike Miller. Marion is out there with Anderson Varejao. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Irving in at the 1. And stolen by Miller. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Danny Granger.
The Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated or putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. And with LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Here's James. 5 points in the game. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, it's funny, back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Heat.
And you think back to LeBron after the 2011 finals, many also questioned whether he had, quote unquote, what it took to win a title. He's obviously answered those questions.
McRoberts, the pass to Wade. Double teamed on Wade. Kicks to McRoberts. Pass to Wade. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. No good with the triple. And some harsh criticism, Clark, for LeBron after the decision, or his comments after the 2011 finals.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's really impressive to see how he's handled that. He misspoke and mishandled both of those situations. And to his credit, he's expressed regret about those things, displaying a maturity we've always seen in him. One of the remarkable things about LeBron is that for the magnitude of his celebrity and his stature and the expectations, I don't know if we've had an athlete handle himself any better under the hot, bright lights of stardom.
Here's Varejao, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious, and a good call by the officials.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Miami making a change here. Deng's checked in.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
Stolen by Chalmers. Wade outside. Here's Deng. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Irving against Chalmers. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Here's Cole. That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers lead by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what do you think the team needs to do differently on the defensive end in the second half?
Well, a little bit more activity. And we just have to be committed to what we do. Our identity to be aggressive, but more consistent with it.
Coach, thank you so much. Over to you guys.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
The Heat have not defended well against LeBron.
10 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. Nick Roberts at the 4 with Bosch at center. And it's Dang in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Knocked loose. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
He didn't make a lot of noise heading into last season's All-Star game, but boy, did Kyrie Irving put on a show when he got there. It was a playground type of game, and he dazzled everybody with his skill.
Here's Chalmers. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. Now Cleveland moving it up. Waiters leading the charge. And the dunk by James.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Waiters against Wade. There's the pick. Dang gets a wide open look. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
James dishes to Love. For the 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Timeout called, the Heat. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He urged them to do everything possible to create open looks for each other. Talked about setting picks, running more set plays, anything to shake free of that defense. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you, Doris. Cleveland leading by 13.
Well, 2 seasons ago, the Heat were rolling. They won a franchise record 66 games. 27 of those came consecutively. Last season, they managed the regular season. They knew they had to pace themselves in an effort to try to win a 3rd straight championship.
And here's Chalmers for 3. Rebound, Love. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Waiters with the stuff.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
And last season, I'd say, guys, the Heat more or less just conceded that #1 seed to the Pacers.
Yeah, almost like a marathon runner. You know, they just didn't want to burn out early, so they just kind of found their pace throughout the season. And they weren't worried too much about the home seed. They were concerned more with their own health. And I thought Eric Spoelstra handled all of those dynamics perfectly.
The Heat trail by 15. And it's Wade penetrating. He feeds it to Chalmers. Back to Wade. Here's Bosch. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Bosch sets the pick for Dang. Bosch kicks to Dang. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's LeBron.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Wade outside. 1 second left. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers on top, leading by 17. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feed, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
The Heat trail by 17, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters, the guards. Anderson Varejao is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Miller in at the 3. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Here's McRoberts, and the rejection by James. Anderson kicks to Cole. Wade outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. And that one's good. McRoberts has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Miami. Cleveland's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. James right side. Here's Cole, covered by Irving. Cole, the pass to Wade from 18 feet away. Here's Anderson. Can't hit. Good D by James.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Cole's shot is good.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
LeBron is doubled. And he goes in for the dunk.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they've played.
You know, LeBron has an interesting tradition during the playoffs. He turns his cell phone off, stops watching sports television, and instead he watches movies and reads books. Kind of sounds like a good life lesson for all of us.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. McRoberts dishes to Wade. Double teamed on Wade. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. He dishes it to McRoberts. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And for LeBron, that tradition started a handful of seasons ago, Clark. You'll even catch him reading books before games.
Well, you know, I've heard it said that all readers aren't leaders, but all leaders read. And LeBron James, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, autobiographies of Malcolm X, Jerry West, and even his friend Jay-Z, he has dedicated himself to expanding his knowledge. That's a good sign.
As you did. You are a voracious reader.
I love to read. I've always loved to read.
Wade kicks to Cole. They double him with James. Wade on the wing. Passes to McRoberts. Shot clock at 6. Miami no good on that time either.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, Those are shots you want to make.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Waiters passes to James. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Here is Anderson. Napier kicks to Cole. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Anderson. Soft touch off the glass.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, congratulations on a wonderful performance. Can you tell us what goes on in your mind when you get in this kind of a rhythm like we saw in this basketball game?
It's a zone you get into, and you know, it's kind of unexplainable, you know, and you try to go out there and you feel like it's nothing that you can't do. You know, and hopefully the momentum just continued to go throughout the whole quarter, and it did. And not only did it open up for me, open up for the rest of us too.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.